What is good, party people? What's up? Um, I am going to do Monday crossword. I feel like I need to make up for my awful showing on the Sunday one. Um, and also on the mini. Oh my days, I'm so embarrassed about the mini. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a comfortable position right now. I'm quite tired. I've just been climbing. Um, got halfway up a V9. Did a lead route. Oh my days, I did a lead route. At the behest of my friends Ismay, Leo, Zach, Robbie. They all were kind of just like, Michael, do a lead route. You gotta do a lead route. Oh my days, you're such a coward. Um, I'll respect you less. Um, so I ended up doing a lead route. It was only like a 6B, I think, which is so bad. It's actually so bad that I can only do a 6B lead route. I'm a V9 climber. V9 climber. I can't go past the sixes. I think I've only sent like one 7 ever, and I flashed a 7A, mostly just out of sheer force of will. Because I will not take an uncontrolled fall or an unexpected fall or whatever. I just will not. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm just terrified of heights. Are far and away my biggest fear. I used to think my biggest fear was spiders, and I got into lead climbing. I tried lead climbing, and no. Um, oh look, you can see how good at drinking water I am. Look at this. 5 cups up here. Well, 2 cups and 3 bottles. Oh look, and a crossword book. Well, it's almost as if I like crosswords. All right. Um, time to do the crossy. Oh yeah, time to do the crossy, guys. Okay, let's rock it. Let's rock it. Um, okay. Dear Sir is a stag. Free trial version is a demo, probably. Caspian and Mediterranean is a C. Designer Hugo Boss. Typographical embellishment. I want to say like serif, right? Like sans serif. Let's do key to the right of plus and equals on a Mac keyboard. I'm looking and it's delete. I feel like that's kind of cheating. I probably shouldn't have done that. Um, I actually kind of feel bad having done that now. What Taylor Swift calls the my God, they love this eras thing, don't they? 5x5 square crossword is a mini. Frequently in poetry is oft. For oft when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. That's I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth, I want to say. One of my ex-girlfriend's favorite poems. Anyway, go across. Sure, it would be like right or something. Steamer or cruiser is a ship. Part instrument is a tuba. Fuller of new or teen? Teen-aged, new-aged, I guess. Sure, I bet. Something grown in the greenhouse is a plant or green in the greenhouse. Yeah. Half, when the minute hand points down, is half past. Do you know? Hang on, let me pause this. Do you know? I I heard that a lot of places call, for example, 11:30. I think that means 10:30 in some places. I have like I have no idea why they would do that. I mean, theoretically, half past the 11th hour, because technically the first hour is the 0th hour because it's zero indexed on a clock, maybe, or half past the way to 11, half of the way towards 11. But I just cannot conceptualize someone calling that half, like half 11 is half 10. Sorry. Half 11 is 30 minutes past 10. Yeah, I've never understood that. Anyway, Half past. Popular board game adapted from India. I actually can't. I actually don't know. Hidden snags are gotchas. Like gotcha moment. What word is this? Um, characterize. The foggiest. They quickly spread online. Are probably memes. Soldier, stop, halt. Page through. Leaf or rift. Sift, sorry, sift. Challenge for student drivers. Parallel parking. Oh my god, is that exactly what it is? It's literally exactly what it is on my days. Um, what's the two meaning exactly? Where was the one? There. Metals in mines at ores. Actor Stone Street from Modern Family, don't know. Prime use for a crowbar is lever, I guess. Opposite of post is pre. Back to you. No. App zodiac sign is probably a Leo, given it's 3. Yeah, play the Cowardly Lion. Vitality is Vim, potentially. Short-term kind of store. Scoundrels' deeds are their mischief, their blank. Um, email winnower. Spam. I don't know. A pair. It's probably, I would want to say a duo, right? This looks weird. Starting to learn. No. Oh, is a pair just two? And then this is new to you. New to. Oh boy. Could be Goodo. I don't really like that one. Something, a card game whose name is something players cry. Uno. Oh, two and Uno. That's interesting. Assistant is an aid. Um, Anthropologist Margaret. I'm ashamed I don't know that. Never stop having fun. Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house was just a creature was stirring. Word repeated in hear ye, hear ye. Extra, extra, read all. Rubik's Cube! Rubik mentioned. Hang on, let me get my Rubik's Cube. Rubik Cube. Rubik's Cube mentioned. Not spelled with an X, spelled with a K. I know Rubik. Um, of the highest importance, or when passed differently, what each bracketed number in the clues indicate. I'm the foggiest. World's largest country with a four-letter name. Obviously, you're thinking Iraq, you're thinking Iran, you're thinking Chad, you're thinking Oman, you're thinking Peru, you're thinking Cuba. Civil uprising is a riot. Okay, I'm probably right with Iraq or Iran, almost certainly. Caterers containers. Urns? I mean, I guess. Um, give a debriefing to. Report back. Strong string is a twine. Ooh, rhyme. Fair enough. Underpinning, no. Home of Columbus. For some reason I want to say Spain or England. How do I not know where Columbus is from? Unless they mean it's the capital or it's like a city in a state. And then I want to say it's Columbus, Ohio. I feel like I've got that from Zombieland, but I don't remember. Up in the air, unsure. What's this? A single time, once, and washing. Yeah, first. Up in the air, unsure, uncertain. Zero is zilch. It's nada. It's zip. It's nil. T Nada is the only one that's four there. Test the weight of. Weigh. Um, I'm the foggiest. Wow, I really love that phrase right now. What the heck? Backyard storage space is a shed. Um, a spam filter probably. Don't know what a winnower is. Effortlessness is ease. Tiny hill builders ants. Characterize. Spell, like use characters. Okay, fine. Orate is speak. What were these again? Go across is span. Half past I already had. Yeah, okay, fine. Nickname akin to Harry is Hal, which I recently found out, well, actually not recently, quite a long time ago found out, but I've just now remembered. It can also be short for Hamish. Love it. Compassion. Mercy, I suppose. I don't know if I'd necessarily call compassion mercy. Paid through is leaf through, and this could be lair. What's this? Eric. Oh, Eric Fairs. Short-term kind of store. A pop-up. Vitality is pet. Guardiola. Sports locale is an arena. I hate to say it, but I think it's Knicks in 5. Could even be Knicks in 4. I think the Spurs might take one in MSG. I'm very curious to see what happens with Donald Trump at MSG in Game 3. God, apparently he's just ruining all the vibes. Like there's no like you can't have bags. You have to check with the Secret Service on the government website what things are allowed to be brought in. You can't take what was it? Oh, they're like restricting watch parties out on the street nearby. Man, he is messing up their vibe. This is probably Goodo or Goody, maybe. What the hell is this? This might be Nuat instead of New 2. And this then would be Goody. Okay, fine, I'll mess with that. Watercraft for an Inuit is a kayak, palindrome. Or an Amordnilap. Oh, a Mordnilap, which is palindrome backwards, means a word which, when reversed, gives another different word, which I love. And ibophobia, I might have said that wrong. No, ibophobia is the fear of palindromes, which I love. Just such an arsey thing to name that. It's the same thing as like hippopotamonstrous sesquipedaliophobia. I didn't say that well enough. Hippopotamonstrous sesquipedaliophobia, which is the fear of long words. Like, why would you name it that? Just doesn't even have anything to do with it. Hippopotamus. It's like a water horse, I think, is what that means. Then sesquipedalian, I think means like very wordy. Hang on. Sesquipedalian. Adjective used to describe a word that's very long and multisyllabic. And hippopotamus? Etymology. River horse. Oh, I was right. Yeah, water horse. I don't really understand how that's water horse long word phobia. It's just a long word. It literally just a giant monstrous fear. I see. Is it just saying a hippopotamus is a big animal? So it's like a big, it's a fear of big, monstrous words. That's so weird. That's so funny. Anyway, small bites are nits, maybe? A scoundrel's deeds. Yeah, they're knavery. Yeah, fair enough. Nips, okay. Uh, leave stranded is maroons. No 5. Maroon S is the same thing as Maroon 5, really. Or the S Club 7. Don't stop moving to that S Club beat. What mice? Wow, I really have some ADHD, huh? Oh, what mices take to an extreme? Misery, melancholy, depression, being a loser. Bread maker's supply is probably yeast. I'm noticing the P's. This is probably a jur because that then makes the par. It's the number of PARs in there. 1 par, 2 pars, and this is going to be party, 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 which is 3 pars. Okay, fine. I can rock with that to an extent. Pam Beasley or Pat Beasley. Oh God, I can't remember if it's Pam or Pat. I would guess it's Pam because of Jim and Pam, but for some reason Pat is. I might be thinking of Patrick Beverly. I might be thinking of Pat Bev. I think it's Pam. That's quite funny. um, Whitish, cream, eggy. Starting time-wise anew at. This looks like trouble. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Number in a nonette. 9, I guess. Full of pointy or pigeon. Pointy toad, pigeon toad. Paramount. Clever, 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 clever. Um, Full of pointy peas. Of pigeon. Expression of contempt, I would have said tisk, but it's already there. Could be tut. Oh no. Underpinning. Okay, this is Ohio. Up in the air. Uh-oh. 0 is none. Yeah, pigeon toad, sure. Test the weight of. Okay, what is this? Uh-oh. What misers take to an extreme. Threat? Not really. Thrift? Oh, because a miser, I don't think a miser is necessarily someone who's miserable. I think a miser might be someone who's like doesn't like money. Let's go with thrift. Let's go with thrift. Let's see what happens. Whitish is pale. Starting time-wise, no, I don't know. Underpinning. Up in the air is a loft. Okay, I like thrift now. Test the weight of. Still don't know. Starting time-wise, as of. Expression of contempt. Underpinning is the basis. Test the weight of his heft, maybe? Wow, that took a lot longer than I anticipated, you know? 13.5 minutes. Not amazing, but also, you know, it's not that big of a deal. A Jew, a you. Roast hosts. Mercedes-Benz rival is probably a BMW. Self-driving car. Paleolithic, paleo diet. Word elongated by an excited Scotter announcement. Goal! Snowman in Frozen is Olaf. What's going on here? BMWTF. Are they like all acronyms, I suppose? Well, no shaded square in this puzzle contains a vowel. Oh, a Jew, A-I-U. I see it now. Votes call for an assistance is probably SOS, I want to say. Followed some just, yeah, flossed. SOS. Well, each shaded square in this puzzle contains consonant. Sure. The Keebler elves lived in one, don't know. Poems of praise are odes. Marsh plant is a weed, you would think. PC shortcut key is probably control. And then this is a read. Rain cover for firewood. I don't know. Playground retort does not, does too. Don't know this. Trippy psychedelic drug is LSD. Most physicians, for short, are GPs. They're ORs. They are doctors. Where the New York Rangers play home games. No way it's Madison Square Garden. On the Rangers baseball. CEO, sure. Maybe a many a Balkan negative is a Slav, yes. Flossed. PC shortcut key is control. Mined minerals in Minecraft are ores. Have to have is need, and this is tree, sure. Don't know. Wonkish type. A newt? A nerd? Probably a nerd. Small baking amounts are teaspoons. Roast hosts are MCs. It is Madison Square Garden. But okay, fine. Rain cover for firewood's tarp. Most physicians are MDs. Adam Schefter. I feel like I've heard that. Why did I think it was Adam Scheffler? MSG, and I was going to look up the Rangers. Oh, they're an ice hockey team. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's do the mini now. Let's rumble. Well, some may attempt to explain a long, drawn-out description. Don't know. Back in style might be Vogue or retro. Remnants in a recently used fire pit is asses. Sheds tears is cries, probably, or wails. Animal in need of adoption is probably a stray, you would think. Takes a card from the deck. Okay, this is not. Great meme. No. No, this is the great meme reset, I think. Can't believe that's the thing in here. Thin air, so to speak, is no. Colombian food cart dish, I don't know either. Green and fuzzy as a rock is mossy. Or someone may explain dream, probably. Back in style is retro indeed. Draws, yeah. I was thinking deals for some reason. Thin air is ether, okay, fine. Sheds tears is weeps. That was some straight dog poo. That was some actual dog poo. My days. Okay, Wordle. God, how can I not think of another word here? Um, um, is that really not a word? Okay. Okay, I can mess with that. I want to say it's got another vowel in it. Um, uh, um, keep thinking of manic, but the end's not there. Um, match. Ma Madam, I guess, is worth trying. Okay, there is another A. I'm thinking manga, but that's not it. The A is obviously going to be at the end. It's going to be MAXXA, which is crazy. I didn't even know a word like that existed outside of manga. Um, like Mazda. Um, Matcha. I don't think that's how you spell matcha. I think there's a T in there. Um, Mana, but that's also not. Um, like Mania, but there's no N. What? There's another word like that? What? Mafia. Oh my gosh, I never realized Mafia and Mania are basically spelled the same. Whoa, that's trippy. Sure. Out we go. Connections time. Goodness me, I'm tired. Um, okay. Delta feels like it's an airline, could also be a triangle, could also be something to do with a river, could also be a Greek letter. Um, Delta and Omega are obviously both Greek letters. but that's all there is really. A mohawk is a type of haircut. Also ends in the word hawk, which is a an animal. Elephant has a trunk. Pate is missing an apostrophe. Or oh my god, how do I keep forgetting the name of this? Um, accent on a letter. Diacritic. How do I keep forgetting that word? It's missing a diacritic. Melon, lemon, dome. Your dome, your coconut, your melon. They're all words for your head. Don't really know what isthmus is. It'd be really useful if one away. It's mohawk? Is your mohawk your head? Uh, your island, your delta? Running. Running man, invisible man, elephant man, melon man. I'm not tough. I am Melon Lord. Um, Punch Man. Oh, I know of one Punch Man. Um, Omega Man. Dome Man. Pate Man. Patrick Pateman. Peninsula. Okay. You've got an island. You've got a delta. You've got a peninsula. And you've got. I want to say an isthmus because I don't know what an isthmus is. Mmm. Fuck with me. Um, what is an isthmus? A strip of land that connects two larger land masses and separates two bodies of water. Oh, right. At the end of Central America. Okay, sure. Um, okay, okay. So I'm still messing with this sort of melon dome coconut. Are all ways to describe your head. They're also all spherical, kind of, like a volleyball. Dome's not really spherical though, this is the thing. Lip. Might have been a bit too eager with the coconut and melon thing earlier. I like Running Man and Invisible Man and Elephant Man as well. I don't think Mohawk Man is a thing. Omega Man? I don't think that's a superhero. Punch Man. Pate. What's a pate? Pate is like a type of food, isn't it? Sea urchin. Knew what a sea urchin was once upon a time. A sea urchin. I want to say it's like a really like weird animal that kind of doesn't even look like an animal. Just kind of floats around. You also got like punch, coconut, and melon, all being like sweet, juicy things that you would associate like drinking with. Not really melon. Mohawk. Mohawk is like that, right? It's like it's all shaved off here and then it goes up. Feels like that's like a wordplay sort of thing. Mohawk man. Is Mohawk man a thing? Yeah, what? I'm not that bothered about connections right now. Dang it. Coconut dome melon hate. Mohawk punch sea urchin. The something man. Omega man. Omega man is a thing. Oh, I had the right sort of idea. Just couldn't really follow it through. What's a pate? And what's a sea urchin? Head. What the hell? Misclick that arrow. The top or crown of a person's head. Okay. Okay. See, like, what are we talking about? This is really not a very well-known thing, is it? But everyone keeps thinking it's pate. Okay, and sea urchin. Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, this is what I thought it was. Yes. What's the purpose of a sea urchin? It's just, it's a sea urchin an actual, yeah, it is a creature. Okay, yeah, it just kind of floats around. It's not really a, yeah, I'll give myself that. I'll say that I've done that. I've done right on that. Okay, minute cryptic time. Retrace DNA obtained by saliva to castle grounds. Okay, so what are we thinking now? What I'm thinking right now is retrace DNA and also obtained, annoyingly, because obtained has D, N, and A in it. But retrace kind of just feels like it's like and or nad or something. And then I don't really get what the obtained is doing. I think castle grounds is the definition. And like what could castle grounds be? It could be like spit, nad and spit. Saliva is spit, right? It could be S. No, I don't think it could really be. Castle grounds. Got like a drawbridge, you got a moat, you got turrets. E-trace DNA obtained by saliva to castle grounds. I don't really know what my camera's doing right now. How do I look? Yeah, that's fine. Um, retrace DNA obtained by saliva to castle grounds. Spit. Oh, spit. Spitard or something. Uh, Petards, like hoisted by your own petard. I don't think it's that because it doesn't really make any sense to be that. Okay, obtained without the D, N, or A is OBTINE, and then by saliva S. Sobinet, Sobinet, obstinate, definitely not that. Retraced DNA. Could retraced be it? Castle grounds, I don't really see what that could be. Castle grounds could be like E or LE because it's like the end of castle, like CE, for example. Retraced DNA. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like the way that you say it makes it a letter. Like it's I can't remember what the clue is, but they did it a couple weeks ago where it's like you derive a J from the way that a letter is described or a way that an object is described. Like if you say like a horseshoe or something, that's meant to give you a U or something along those lines, you know? Um, and like retrace kind of feels like drawn. Um, and or Dan. or nads. Obtained by saliva. Oh, obtained by saliva. So you've got spit, and then you put retrace DNA in that. Like spandit, something. Um, I don't really know what that means. Um, yep. Yep. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. SPIT is spit. DNA. So retrace DNA is AND. Obtained by saliva means it's contained within a synonym for saliva. A synonym for saliva is spit, sandpit. Oi. Okay, I'm feeling not that tired right now, so I kind of want to do like a time guesser. I haven't done time guesser in a long time. Long time. Very long time. Time guesser. Let's do the daily. Well, that looks like it's in America. It looks like it's a grand. That can't be the Grand Canyon, can it? Feels like it's a national park of something. Could be Yellowstone, something. The year seems diabolically difficult though. Like, how am I meant to get the year from this? It looks like could be anywhere from like the 80s to the late 2000s. Like, I could imagine someone wearing this around the time of the global financial crisis. Could also imagine someone wearing this pre 9/11. Um, could also imagine this not being in America, which would really screw me. Hey ho, we're going for it. Where's the Grand Canyon? I don't think I know. Uh-oh. I don't think it's there. How do I not know where the Grand Canyon is? Oh, Michael, that's so embarrassing. That's actually so embarrassing. I guess at a certain point you kind of just put it in the middle, really, don't you? Um, he says putting it not even close to the middle. That's not even really that close to the middle. Let's put it there. Do I think it's on the east or west coast? If it's on a coast. I think that's an okay-ish guess. And let's put it like 1998. It was the Grand Canyon. Um, it was the Grand Canyon, and I did not realize that was Barack Obama. Oh my days. Wow. Okay, not just not gonna let me see it, I guess. Um, oh my days. I got nothing here. Um, the berets, and I think I was going to say the color of the like the skin color of the marching band kind of indicated to me like a sort of an Africa vibe. I don't really know what I think for some reason I think of Mozambique when I think of berets, obviously aside from France. Um, And now, because there's like a lot of white people and it's an old-timey photo, I'm thinking maybe South Africa. Why do I feel like I've seen someone looking exactly like that on like a safari expedition? I guess it's the hat more than anything. Very well could be South Africa. At what time? What is that saying? This display is mounted on Made in Australia, okay? Was totally waffling with everything I said. It was made in Australia. Um, and let's just put it at Canberra, shall we? Because I have no idea what else it could be. Could be Sydney, but I'm just gonna fuck with Canberra because it's the capital. Um, and can we get the age here? I mean, this could be 30s, it could be 60s. Could be so many things. The clarity and resolution of the photo kind of indicates to me that it's not that old, but the train kind of, I mean, it's a pretty clear train, pretty nice train. You know, I could kind of go, I could kind of see 60s. I'll go 65, 59 in Sydney. Yeah, okay, it's not that bad. Um, well, well, I mean, come on. I'd have to be an idiot to not get this. Um, I'm trying to remember. Is Belfast Northern Ireland or is Dublin Northern Ireland? I think Dublin is Northern Ireland. Belfast is Republic of Ireland. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's kind of awkward. Okay, well, let's put you in Dublin, shall we? Um, and let's put you in what looks like the 70s based off of the cars. Really does look like the 70s based off the cars. Could be late 70s. I'll put like 77, 71, Dublin. Sure, I'll take that. Oh, well, are you the Red Cross or are you a weird Switzerland? Um, Cubana. Perfect. Well, that seems like it would probably be in Cuba. Let's just assume it's in Havana because that's kind of what these always are. This seems like a relatively recent photo. Seems like it's like 2015 maybe. Looks like this guy's a first responder to a recent attack or a tragic event or a natural disaster. Um, kind of like 2015 or so, just because the clarity of the photo. Maybe like 2012. 2022. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Wow, not doing very well this go round. But hey, I'm kind of washed. I have absolutely no way of gauging this. Well, okay, I thought this was going to be a flag, and I thought it was going to be the Central African Republic, because it's got like four colors and then a stripe through the middle. But alas, that is not a flag. Why is my thing acting up? Um, feels like this should be a person. President Mythward. Place de President Mythward. The way that I said it that way made it sound like it was French, and I'm quite sure that's not an American name. Can't think of many other countries I know that I know have presidents. Do these people look French? Eh, well enough for me to convince myself that they're French. Um, do we think that they're celebrating this? I think probably yes, wouldn't we? What are they dancing on? Okay, well, Paris, and let's say, like, just to be safe, let's say 1921. 1944. Well, fuck. Well, it was France. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Breakdown. See the photo again? I cannot see the photo again. Oh, wait, hang on. No, I wanted to see where the Grand Canyon was. So the Grand Canyon is in Nebraska. I feel like I should have known that. It's by Lincoln. Oh no, this is where I put it. This is in the center of, yeah, that makes more sense. Arizona. Interesting. Kind of makes more sense to me for it to be in Nebraska. Grand Canyon. God, that is a Grand Canyon, eh? Crikey. They should call it that. Um, I wasn't that far off in terms of positioning ever. I mean, well, to be fair, this was kind of obvious. This was kind of obvious. I mean, this was extremely obvious. It said made in Australia. This was obviously said Ireland, made in Ireland or Ireland's finest or something. And this said Cubano. And this one, President Mithuard, 1940 to 1919, seemed French. Um, just messed up the year. That's a shame. So this one was in Sydney. This was in Dublin. That's fine. This one was in Havana, yes. And this one, I was quite close with everywhere that I put it. Oh well. Why do I want to say there's another daily game that I used to do? Oh, tell you what, let's do the Am I the Asshole one. Am I the Asshole-Dle? Uh, is that what it's called? Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. Can you guess if the redditor is the asshole? Am I the asshole for joking with my wife about not being ready for sundress season? She overheard me and my friends joking around when we were playing video games. I joked that I can't wait for sundress season to be here. After they left, she told me to take her shopping. I asked her why, and she said to buy her a sundress because it's almost sundress season. I jokingly said she wasn't ready, and she got offended by it. Not much else to say other than if I'm the arsehole for cracking a joke at that, because she's made a bigger deal out of it than what I thought. For the record, my wife is probably overweight, and I'm not an idiot and didn't tell her that. Well, to me, I think this is extraordinarily obvious that this guy is an arsehole, or the arsehole. The way that he's talking, not even just from the situation, but just the way that he's talking about the situation kind of makes it quite clear that he's an asshole. Whether or not he's the asshole here, yeah, I think he's an asshole, especially saying she wasn't ready. Oh my days. Saying I'm not an idiot and didn't tell her that while also going, huh, you're not ready. You're not ready for sundress season. The craziest thing is as well that I just realized is saying she's not ready while also saying that you can't wait for sundress season implies that you are not excited for sundress season so that you can see your wife in a sundress. You're excited for sundress season so that you can ogle at women. Um, yeah, that's kind of diabolical. Yeah, that's insane. That's actually ridiculous. You're an asshole. Yeah, absolutely, you're the asshole. Yeah. Am I the asshole for getting my son DNA tested? Holy yeah, bro. A little bit of backstory. I was with my ex for 7 years and we have 3 kids. Before we met, he had an ex who got pregnant. Okay. Very early in their relationship. From what he told me, he was with her through the pregnancy. After the birth, he went to get a drink and she contacted the police. Claimed he was drunk and had him removed and hasn't had any contact since. Fucking hell. My ex is the kind of person who would lie, so I don't fully believe this. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing to throw that in there, isn't it? Just like add that in. Oh yeah, she called the police on me for getting drunk when I wasn't around the kid. Just doesn't really seem like a thing that someone would really do, is it? Um, um, a few years ago, the kid needed a place to go. Um, and my ex refused to get a DNA test to prove he was the father and wouldn't take him in. When I tried to talk to him about it, he told me to drop it. Fast forward to yesterday, and I found a business card for someone who wanted me to call them. Turns out they want to test my kid to see if they're related, since my ex is still refusing a DNA test. Gotcha. I told her I'll do it. Now I'm wondering if I'm a shitty person for this. Am I the asshole for agreeing to give my kid a DNA test? I don't think you're an asshole at all. I think, if anything, this is kind of a neutral thing for you to do. I don't think it makes you a particularly good person. Don't think it makes you a bad person. I think it's just like do whatever you want. There's no real morals here involved. Maybe I'm missing some nuance here, but like you're not really involved, and she's just trying a sort of last resort. Oh, let me try and do this without the ex. Given the fact that your ex is the kind of person who would lie, almost certainly got in trouble for drinking around the kid. Um, Maybe not almost certainly, but on the balance of probability, got in trouble for drinking around the kid. Um, and refusing to take the kid in and also get a DNA test. Sounds like he's immature. Sounds like you're right to be out of the relationship. Sounds like you have every right to fuck him over. I don't like I say fuck him over. give him the responsibility that he should have if he is the father. So no, not the arsehole. Yeah, without a doubt, not the arsehole. Can we go 3 for 3 today? Sometimes Reddit is weird. Am I the arsehole for banning my brother from Christmas? Our family is having a small get together for Christmas. Most of us are in our mid-30s, and the only kid is my brother's. Alex, 6-year-old nephew, Matt. My brother's nephew. So your child? Why would you say it like that? My brother's nephew. What? So your brother has a wife, the wife has a sister or a brother, and that person has a child. Why on God's name would he be invited to this gathering? Why on earth would he be? Okay, let me keep reading. Since he's the only kid, we all dote on him. He wanted his first bike for Christmas. Yeah, okay, I must be misinterpreting this because there is no way that your brother's wife's sister's or brother's child is the kid that you guys all dote on. You don't even know that you shouldn't even really have met the kid, to be honest. Not shouldn't have, but I find it weird, not weird, out of the ordinary for you to have met the kid, much less for you to have been doting on him. So I must be misinterpreting. He wanted his first bike for Christmas, and I agreed to buy it. I work a lot and asked my other brother, Mike. Okay, it's my nephew. Oh, days. I work a lot and asked my other brother, Mike, if he could pick it up from Target and drop it off at my place, and I would give it to my nephew for Christmas. He agreed. So, sorry, I got so hung up on the family dynamics, the family logistics. Um, so family's having a small get together. The only child is your nephew of your brother, so your brother's kid, your nephew. Um, he wanted a bike. You agreed to buy it, and you asked Mike if he could drop it off at my place, and then you would give it to the nephew. Mike called me and said there was some mix-up and they didn't have the bike or helmet or pads after all, and they would give me a refund, which they did. I apologise for wasting his time. So what does Alex post on his IG? Matt riding his new bike that Uncle Mike bought him. Why would why would anyone do that? That's ridiculous. How could you possibly think that someone wouldn't be able to? Same bike, same helmet, everything. I called Mike out and he said he bought the bike himself because he wanted to be the cool one for once. I thought it was so tacky that I told him and his wife were invited from Christmas at my place. Yeah, I can't lie, I'd be pissed as hell. Like, it's not like it's really that much of a slight against you because they gave you the refund. Um, but it's also just kind of like it's lazy. Like you're not really putting thought into the gift, you're kind of just stealing someone else's gift. It's tacky, like they said. It's very petty. Like, if you want to buy the kid a fucking gift, one, find another gift. Two, if you can't find another gift, talk to your brother. Your brother, by the way, talk to your brother and be like, hey, no, or not no, hey, do you mind if I buy this instead? Or do you mind if I, um, like go halves with you or something like that? Just so many other possibilities other than lying and buying the bike. Oh, that's just so shitty. No, you're not the asshole at all. Yeah, that's ridiculous. How could anyone? That's bonkers. That's that's so crazy. I kind of want to see the original poster. Not the asshole place he became. You knew you'd eventually find out, but still did it. He normally get with stuff like this. He's quite stupid for posting online. That's a really bad move from him. Um, Rather come up with his own gift idea, he stole yours and then lied about it. He didn't even have the decency to tell you until you saw the bike and called him out on it. Mike's a dick. You have no obligation to put up with dicks. Invite him for Christmas. Make a big show about giving him some gift certificates for the therapy he so obviously needs if he's so honest about feeling this way. Should have offered to split it with you. Yeah. I want to see if anyone says they're controversial. The kid wins, which is important. I would not advise someone over this. More likely say that was a dick move and move on. I would suggest instead of disinviting him, one up the bike. Either get your nephew a cooler bike or a PS5 or a Switch. You get revenge on your brother, and your nephew gets even cooler stuff. Win-win. You're both the assholes. Your brother for stealing your present idea and not being upfront with you, and you for excluding your brother from time with the sibling slash parent slash nephew over a petty thing like a Christmas present. Set an example for your nephew of how adults should work through conflicts. Everyone sucks here. Yes, Michael's a total asshole here and deserves all the scorn you're heaping on him. You're being super petty, and being super petty makes you an asshole. What are you planning on telling Matt when the child tries to thank his uncle for the bike at Christmas dinner? I, I, I just cannot fathom. Wow, what goes through some people's heads, you know? Hey, 3 out of 3. Um, okay, I think. Oh my days, all the places you'll go. What great, great story. Great book. Okie dokie. I think that about wraps it up, everyone. Um, Not really think of anything else to do. Um, do you know what? I'm kind of having a bit of fun right now. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play a game with you guys, okay? Hang on. Stay here. Yoink. Hello. Hello all. I'm back. Okay. I'll play a game. So, sorry I'm shirtless again. It's kind of just extremely hot in this weather, and I like being not hot. Um, okay, you guys can't see the back. No, you can't see the back. I'll hold it down here. Are more, okay, so basically it says are more or less than blank, blank, are more or less than blank of blank, blank. And you have to say if you think it's more or less. So I'll give you some time to think about it. After reading it out, I'll think about it as well. See how it goes. Are more or less than 10% of children educated in private schools? I'm going to assume this means in the UK. It doesn't actually specify. I'm going to assume that it's in the UK. I mean, it says www.moreorlessgame.co.uk, copyright 2021. In Skelmorley, 4 Golf Course Road. That sounds quite fun. I'm going to assume that it's UK stuff. So I think the answer is no. I think it's less, sorry, because I think it's 7% of children. The independent sector educates around 6.5% of the total number of school children in the UK. I'm goated. Does India have more or less people than China? I will remind you, because I think the answer has changed recently, that this was made in 2021. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think it's less in 2021. because I think it surpassed China in like 2024 or 2025. It has slightly fewer people than China with a population of 1.3 billion people. By 2027, India will have more people than China, according to the UN. They they got busy over there in India, huh? Surpassed it and more. Are there more or less than 1,000 miles of blood vessels in the human body? Well, this is going to be a fascinating fact regardless. Um, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I'm gonna say, God, I really should sit up more. Can't I just look like I've got a double chin, quadruple chin. Um, I kind of want to say more because otherwise they wouldn't say this. Let's see. There are around 60,000 miles of blood vessels. That's insane. That is insane. Currently, I'm 3 for 3 though. Does Hollywood produce more or less films than Bollywood? That's a very difficult question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think it's less because Bollywood. What I'm thinking about is T series being just the highest throughput thing I've ever seen. They post 20 videos a day, something like that. Um, and obviously India has 1.3 billion people, or at least had at this point, which is just an obscene amount. And Hollywood is so much more bureaucratic. Um, One might even say Kafkaesque. I don't think that's exactly what Kafkaesque means. Hang on, let me look it up. Kafkaesque meaning. An absurd, surreal, or nightmarish situation marked by senselessness, disorienting, and oppressive complexity. It typically refers to interactions with rigid, impersonal, and illogical systems, like bureaucracy, that make you feel powerless, confused, and trapped by rules you can't understand. Okay, so I was like kind of right-ish. Anyway, I think it's less. Less. Hollywood produces 500 films per year on average. It's a lot less than I expected, actually, and has a worldwide audience of 2.6 billion, whereas Bollywood produces more than 1,000 with a worldwide audience of 3 billion. Wow. Fair enough, I suppose. All right, let's do one more, or one more card anyway, and then it's Betty Buys, guys. Let me go. Kind of sorry about the light. You're just gonna have to deal with it, I think. Um, Is the distance between the UK and France more or less than the distance between the USA and Russia? Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I actually think it's less because obviously when you think of the map of the world, you think USA over here and then Russia like all the way over here. But if you wrap it around on itself, it like there's actually like there's a little bit just here, like USA is here and then Russia's like right here. Interesting though. More. Hang on. The distance between yeah, so I'm saying that the distance between the USA and Russia is smaller, is what I'm saying. The shortest distance between the UK and France is 21 miles. Wow. The shortest distance between the USA and Russia is 2.5 miles. Wow. 2.5 miles. If you were like if there was like a bridge there, you could run to Russia from the USA in like 15 minutes. That's so crazy. That's insane. Does Mexico have more or less people than France? Great question. Um, I kind of want to say. Oh wait, hang on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I kind of want to say. I don't really know why I'm doing this countdown because I'm still thinking. I think I'll say Mexico has more people than France, but I really have no way of gauging this. Uh, yeah, more. More. Mexico has a population of 130 million, and France has a population of 67 million. Oh my days. Wow. I'm on fire right now. I hope that you guys are doing well as well. Does the US eat more or less than 1,000 acres of pizza every day? 1,000 acres. 1,000 acres of pizza every day. 300 million people. Oh, how big is an acre? I want to say it's 128 meters by 128 meters for some reason. I'm going to look that up. How big is an acre? It's 4,000 square meters. Or 4,046. 4,047 square root. Square root. What? That's not what I wrote. I wrote square meters. Square root. 63.6. Okay. So it's like 64 meters, not 128. Oopsie. 64 meters by 64 meters, roughly. 64 meters squared times 1,000 every day. Oh, it'll be close, but I kind of want to say less. There's no way. There's no way it's that much. Hopes and prayers. Less. Oof. On average, around 100 acres of pizza are consumed in the US per day. That's still kind of really disappointing. 4,000 square meters. 400,000 square meters of pizza. Do you know how big a square meter is, by the way? Just 1 square meter. Just conceptualize how big 1 square meter actually is. Like, like, I can't even show you. Like this is probably a meter-ish. And then make a square out of that. And then multiply that by 400,000. And that's every day. Wow, this man. Um, okay. Do women apologize more or less than men? Well, the feminist in me quite obviously wants to say the answer is more, because based off of the men that I know, they're not the most apologetic people on the planet. I'm not saying that all men obviously are like that. Well, not all men and all that. But like of my friends, because I imagine some of them will be watching, you guys are all very sensible people, and you're not all arrogant. Sorry, none of you are arrogant, except you. You know who I'm talking about. Um, do women apologize more or less than men? Yeah, I'm gonna say they apologize more, just because men kind of don't tend to apologize, or at least most men in the world. Um, more shock horror. A survey revealed that the average Brit says sorry as many as 9 times a day. 9 times a day. I'd probably say a lot more than 9 times a day. But whilst a typical male apologizes 8 times in a day, women say sorry an average of 10 times every day. So it's actually a little bit closer than I had anticipated, actually. I would have expected men to be like maybe like 6. Hmm. Interesting. So I've gone 8 for 8 basically. So I'm kind of I'm a prodigy. I'm a prodigious talent, I think is probably what people would say. Um, always upsets me that prodigal son doesn't mean prodigious son. Like I get why. I obviously get why, because that's not what the prodigal son means. Like that's not the story of the prodigal son. But prodigious just seems like it's so close. Hang on, let me look up the etymology of prodigious versus prodigal. Prodigious versus prodigal etymology. Prodigious and prodigal are both rooted in Latin and sound similar. Their meanings and historical origins differ completely. Prodigious relates to remarkable or gigantic, while prodigal pertains to wastefulness. The origin from the Latin prodigiosus, meaning strange, unnatural, or wonderful. It derives from the Latin noun prodigium, which means a prophetic sign, omen, or monster, combining meaning forth and before, and a root meaning to speak or say. Um, why why do I feel like there's another word that derives from that? Okay. Prodigal comes from prodigalis and prodigus. It combines meaning forth, and agere to drive, set in motion, or squander. So it means driving forth, evolving into prodigere, to squander or consume. Hmm. What about progeny? Progeny etymology. Um, Progeny. Forth or out. Gignere, meaning to beget or to bring forth. Yeah, fairs. Um, okay, I can mess with that. Okay. What about prodigium? I want to know what I want to know if prodigium has any uh derivatives. Um, Derivative words. English. Prodigy and prodigious. Anything else? Prodigiously. Genius. No. Okay. No. Okay. So thanks for letting me take you along on that ride, I guess. All right. Goodbye, all. Hope you enjoyed.